This is now the part of the video where I go over the stretch goals. I've already opened this box to save a little bit of time, and I will just quickly go over. You will receive 114 miniatures in this box. Now the game, it says, is for 2 to 5 players and will take 90 minutes. We all know it's going to take a little bit over 90 minutes. That's a pretty quick game. I'll move the camera a little bit. It's just an advertisement. Always come in stuff. So you have 4 characters in the original box set. This set will allow you to have 14 characters. So some of the bad guys have become characters, new good guy characters, several more Conans. I think 4 more Conans, so 4 Conans plus 10 additional characters. Give you a dice bag that's very nice because it's much easier to keep dice together in a bag than just rolling around loose in the box in case you lose these plastic ones, which everyone does. Another set of the dice. 30 spells. Now that's more than the box set, so that's cool. 30 additional spells, different types too. And then 30 new equipment cards. So this is actually 33 spells and 33 equipment cards to go with them. And let's see what else they have. I've written down some of it. 17 hero sheets. So it's more than just 14, it's 17 hero sheets. So that's amazing. 115 plastic minis. 1 additional board. So here are the minis. I'll go over these last. This one will be definitely last for it. I've used this. Now we have the additional cards to go with the game, including a camel. I do enjoy that. The forest demon, I'll show you in a minute, is probably one of the creepiest things I've seen in the game. It comes with a map, Hyboria, and Stygia, and Turin, Aquilania, Conan's world. I won't lay that out. This has nothing to do with the game. It's just an extra, it's a poster to put on your wall. But it is nice that they included it in. Then we have some additional game modes that it's coming with. One in French, one in English. The thing from the swamp, facing the serpent specter, the serpent awakening, the treasure of Tranicus. And you can see the type of monsters that you would be fighting in it. Looks like a lot of fun. I'll go over the new board. I'll unlay this and be right back. All right, the first side is a village within a swamp. See, it is very highly detailed, just like the other ones. You have grown over areas on the walkways, dead horses in the marsh, yet still occupied, still burning fires, rooms lit by candlelight. Really nice looking map. And I'll flip it over to the other side now. And here we go. This is within castle walls. Does not look like the small fort that we saw before, but just a dungeon within a larger castle. You can see swords on the tables and playing cards, books being read in a room. Then you have a spike trap and what looks to be an armory. pathways, all these flags. And then the chains of the dungeon here laid out. I know there's a glare, but we make do. The courtyard's going to see some heavy fighting, I think. This is where Conan would do his business. Send the rogues to search the dungeon, but have Conan fight off the warriors there. Now for the minis. Before I review the miniatures, let's just look at some of these hero cards. See what we have. I'm excited to play as this guy, to be honest. I think he looks very interesting. Looks like he would be fun. Probably not as strong as Conan, no one is, but he would have additional armor. Maybe some additional speed. I don't know. Then we have Olgerd Voldeshlov. Now he looks Mongolian, and he seems like someone some of my friends would want to play. He looks incredibly fun as well. Another large warrior type. Here we go. Conan the Mercenary. I'll lay this one aside so we can put the figure on top of that. Savage Bellet. Very nice. Kiram Shaw. He looks nasty. Look how mean he looks. An archer and with two blades. Be interesting. Conan the Warlord. You can see that the stats are different between these, and that will lead to different styles of play. Balthus. This is Robert E. Howard's imagining himself as a character in the game, which in his own universe, and the game's way of imagining him here. This was a tribute to him. I find that to be very nice. I will probably be playing him. It looks like he's dressed like Link from Zelda in this one. It looks like they pulled this picture straight from one of the movies. I believe they did. I'll have to see what his figure looks like as well. And then the Conan that I wanted to play the most, Conan the Wanderer. Very nice. I can see that he already has less attacks than the other ones, but more range. He could probably throw one of these axes. That one didn't want to slide off, so I'll just cut it loose. Another wizard. Don't know how well he and Conan would get along. Taurus. I'll have to paint this hair on like that. That's nice. Conan the General. He looks incredible there. That armor is amazing. I'll definitely be playing as this as well. Constantinus. Look at that face. Let's check out what he looks like. It's another bad guy, but this is one of the models we've already reviewed. Now he's a hero that can be playable. And another one just like that. Very cool. I like that. I like that they gave hero sheets for all these that would have been villains. All of these would have been just villains, but now they can be heroes as well. There's that Cortez I spoke of before. Zaporvo. Let's go over some of these. We went over some of the equipment in the box set, the original box set. But let's see what these additional spells are like. Rage of Demir. And that is in French. All of these are in French. Okay, let's open up the other set of them. Ymir's Rage. Okay, yes, so they have both a set of them in French completely, and then a set in English. My French is awful, so I'll just go over the English ones. Withering, attack a character in line of sight, roll a yellow dice. That character cannot defend against this attack and suffers damage equal to the attack power. Eagle Eye, choose a character in your line of sight. That character gains precision shot until the end of your turn. These sound like some of these would help additional characters. Blessing of Ibis. Choose a character in your line of sight. That character gains untouchable until your next turn. So some of these are attacks and some of these are buffs. And I bet there's some debuffs as well. Hey, Dagon's attack. That sounds a lot like H.P. Lovecraft. So that's what it is. Choose a tentacle in your line of sight. Move that tentacle up to 3 areas, then perform tentacle. Then the tentacle may perform an attack. All right. I hope that's in frame. I was just checking the camera. There we go. All right. I'll move on to the minis now. Another box set just like the other one, full of miniatures. This one being a little bit more full. I really do like these boxes, and I do like these, how they're set up. Most games do not give you anything like this, maybe a baggie. So this is very nice. See a lot of miniatures. Now these figures do repeat, but it is a board game. It's not a tabletop game, so I don't expect each one to look different. They're going to look the same. You can paint them differently if you please, but let's see. This is the mummy, and then say this would be the red clipped mummy. Then you would have a second squad, and this is the purple clip you would put on this one. You can see that they look different, but to make it easier on you, they've added those clips. But these mummies do look different. I like how the heads are gaunt, very, very small, no flesh remaining there. And the skeletons have larger heads only because they have helmets on, but they are screaming constantly, just forever, and I like that pose that they have. Very nice. The axe ones, sword and shield. Then we have more picks, some with clubs, hammers, some with bows. Now that guy could draw a very large bow. An additional set of different looking pirates. These ones actually look better than the original ones to me, though their pose is not, I mean, it's dynamic, but it's not a super great. It's just their weapons out. I do like how they look though. They'll paint up well. These guys look incredible. I like their pose a lot more. I like them just as much as the original ones. Now you have guys standing at attention with their pikes in the air and these guys in an attacking position. And then a series of tentacles, which must be for that water map. The detail on the back is great here. The camera may not be able to pick it up. It's so small, but it's highly texturized. It will take dry brushing and oils and washes very well. Then we have 2 small yet frighteningly large stacks of skulls. Really cool. Great to go on the board once painted, which these will just need a wash and a little highlight and they'll be done. And now the second set of miniatures has some of the stuff that I really, really, really enjoy. So, shall we start with the Conans? One of the Conans. Really nice fur on the back. Great amount of detail. Will paint very well. Maybe that wolf pelt that Arnold took in the movie after he killed the wolves in the cave. They're emerging from it with the ancient sword. That would be cool. This one's my favorite one with the 2 axes. He looks strong and his pose is much better. It looks like he's mid-swing, which is what he's supposed to be. here, that's better than the pirates. But it should be. He's Conan. Think this one may be Conan the Warlord? No. The cape it's no longer a fur. It's highly detailed. I think this will look great with a blue color on the cape. That axe is huge. Perhaps this one would look good with the blue. This is the general, I believe. Look at all the armor. This will be the gold trimmed armor. You can see the detail in his face is better than some of the other miniatures. It will really pop with some color. His hair looks good. The cape looks amazing. Look at all that detail there. The sword needs some trimming with a knife to fix it up. Some lines that need just a little bit of filing down. Here's that archer with the 2 blades that we went over. He looks great. The guy with the multi-mohawk, dreadlock, shaved head, he'll look very cool. He's small, he's pulling out a small dagger. Look at the size of this guy, though. He's huge. A warlock. I have a spider, a scorpion, a camel, in needing of a punch to the face. Another wizard. For some reason, Leonidas. I do like him though. He'll be fun to play as. The 2 archers. The one based on Robert E. Howard that he made himself. But he came up with that character, and it's based on him. He and the dog together as companions. You'll remember in a lot of Robert E. Howard books, he would always base the boxers. The books about the boxer was partially about himself because he was a boxer, and then he had a dog with him always. One of the short stories. This archer, I like his pose a good bit more. He looks very cool. The guy with the crazy face, and he still has the crazy face. I like it. He looks powerful. This is one of the scarier figures I've seen. I really like it. Look how long these arms are. He looks great. This is the forest demon. Probably summonable instead of a character on the field to begin with. The bone demon, I don't like how his arm comes just like how it's set up to come out of his chin. I know it rides along here, but then juts out like the elbows bent backwards. They did that for it to be moldable easier. They did the same thing with this character, which I don't like this, but the character does look good. It just looks like his elbow's bending the wrong way. A Yeti, Bigfoot, he'll be fun to paint. And this looks like it's made of roots of a tree. Let's move on to some of the very cool things that you could use for a lot of different board games. Bookshelf, I mean, really nice bookshelf there. Sarcophagus to lay down or stand up on edge. Very nice ones. What I'm really excited about, because I can use these in many different games. Tables, well detailed here, but no wood grain, no planks here. So I may paint them up as a marble or granite countertops for the tables. I think that'll look really cool in certain areas, but not great in, maybe it will look good in the dungeons, like an old-fashioned dungeon. Then we have 2 different kinds of treasure chests. I won't get them all out. You have 5 of each. There we go. So a basic wood under lock with iron around it, and then like a fancier chest. These will be great for Descent. They'll be great for D&D if you play that. If you actually set up, I'll put half these to go around the tables, even smaller ones to go on the ends, used as cover, or just, you know, make it look nice. It's really cool. I love the inclusion of this into the game. These are torches. Very, very highly detailed. They got a lot into this. They'll look great painted. Just really great. Then I have saved one model for last that is just an incredible model. It's why I bought the Kickstarter. It's when I decided that's it, I have to have that Kickstarter reward right there. And it is this. I didn't care about the dragon. I wanted this, the water demon, the giant kraken, whatever you would call it. It looks incredible. So you get the head, which is amazingly detailed. You will be able to paint this up so well. Take water effects and put it over the eyes to make them glazy. Put it in here to make it look like the mouth is watering. And it's 2 pieces that have been formed together, but the only part that I see that I can see any gap is right there, which I can fix with just a touch of green stuff, but no non-painter of models would ever notice it. It's so well put together. I don't even see any mold lines that really need to be cleaned up at all. Look at inside the mouth. This is going to be a great figure once painted. And this is where all the tentacles come in. For the map under the water. Let's set this up. On the ship map, it would have tentacles coming out of the water at different points. And you would, of course, paint the bases, the watercolor, the tentacles, the color of this guy. And they would be grabbing the characters and attacking them. I mean, how fun is that? That's going to be great. I'm so glad I got this model here. I'm sure you will see people selling them on eBay at some point if they don't release them as a non-stretch goal and sell them on their own. I wish everyone could have one of these. And you won't be seeing mine on eBay. Because I'm going to paint this up and put it in a glass case somewhere. It is incredible. Now let me get a shot of it on the map, and I'll wrap up the video with that. Alright, I set up here a little, not to show off the game at all, but a little bit of fun with the models of showing how he would look coming out of the water. I'll get a close-up on that. Conan fighting against the tentacle, facing down against the beast. And then how it would play out is pirates on the other ship attacking Conan's ship and his allies here, the soldiers, against this monster that would come out. That I'm sure the Overlord would control along with the pirates, because that's how it works. I doubt he would be eating the pirates as well. They'd be working together on this one. But that's it for this video. I will probably do a review on the rules once I understand them completely, and we'll be probably doing a video on playing the game and having a go at it, me and my friends. I'll try to get a few cameras set up, some better lighting in here. But thank you so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun making this. I hope that everyone has enjoyed, and I'll see you then.